I was just downloading Dead Space, and I thought, as this is a time where everyone is kind of isolating themselves a bit, that I could give some recommendations to some awesome games that you guys could play. Um, the games that I've got are not like PS4 games or anything like that. I mean, I can recommend a couple. I can put two on the list, but like most of these are like PS2 games, and I got, I think, about one Xbox game and a couple of PC games. So, starting in with X-Files, the PC game. It's really cool. I had this when I was like, what? I think it was about 15, maybe 13 to 15 years old. I think I played it when my dad's friend had like did him a copy of the game that he had. It's really cool. You play through an episode, I guess, of like the X-Files, but like Scully and Mulder have gone missing, and you have to kind of like find them, I guess. Your agent Wilmore, I think his name is. It's been a really long time since I played it. I've actually got the first disc in the PC because I'm going to play some now in a little bit. But look inside. It's so cool. It's like a filing cabinet, and it's so awesome. It's so cool. And it's got some art in here. Look, got some art. Like the manuals. How cool is this? Manuals. Remember when like people used to read manuals and everything? When you'd buy the game, you go to the shop and you'd buy the game and everything, and like you would just play. When you get back, you'd play the game. You'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so pumped!" But look, this is the guy right by here. See, this is the guy that we play. It's really really cool. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting too much into it. I'll just put this away. Oh, it's not going in. Doesn't want to leave. See, it's like, no. Read some more, please. Read some more of me. It's very difficult to get in. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I guess, I'll just put that off to the side, I think. Very annoying. It's very annoying. It's not going in. Okay, you know what? Now I have to spend the time because I'm not going to wreck this, I think. There we go. I did it in the end. And yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, this is a definite must. I remember playing this. I've got the other game, Resistance Serve, as well for the PS2. That could be on that list as well. A little bonus. But with the PC game, X-Files PC game, it's like, for me, if I play it now, because I've played it before, I'd say it's probably about 5 hours, honestly. I think so, about 5 hours. But someone who hasn't played it, probably about 10 to 11 hours maybe, because there's some clues. You have to be like an X-Files fan to understand it. I just think it's a really cool game, and it's a definite play. So, number 2 is going to be Fable 2. That's right. I haven't actually played the first one, but I've actually played the second one. And this is a really cool game. People hate on the Fable games. I really like them because I love RPGs and open world games. They're my favorite genre. And everything. It's like scratch. It's got a couple of scratches. A little dusty. I haven't played it in a couple of years. I really like the third one as well. The third one's really awesome. I know people don't like it. It's really cool. You get to like make choices in games. I love it when you get to make choices in games. Let my, experience and my choices path. You choose my future. What's going to happen to me? I love that in games. I love it when they do stuff like that. It was really cool in Until Dawn when you did things like that. Where you choose your choices. Whatever happened in the game is so cool. Now, number 3 is going to be, if you're like, hey, you know what? I don't really want to play a fighting game. I don't want to play a shooter game. I don't want to play anything like that. I want a good old horror game. Now, this is going to be Haunting Ground. I haven't actually finished this, but I was playing through it a while ago, and my first time playing it, it's really creepy. The characters in it are so wacky and so crazy that I'm like, okay then, this is weird. Yeah, but I would say this is a definite must. Plays Fiona, and she has a little dog. I mean, can I say any more? You get to have a dog. How cool is that in a game? I always love it when they put dogs in games. I love Dead Meat, is it? Is it Dead Meat? Oh my god, I can't even remember. From Fallout. I love that. That's so cool. That dog, I love that dog. But yeah, I would say that's a definite play. I'm not going to spoil too much into it for you, but yeah, I'd say that's pretty good, yeah. Next one And you're going to go Hitman. That's right. Hitman. My most favorite series ever. I played the heck out of this game when I was younger, and there's Sims 2 in there. Apparently, there's Sims 2 in there. I don't know why it's in there. But, and we also got the disc as well. Don't worry, it's not like I don't know where my games are. But, like, yeah, it's so cool. I don't know what it is about this genre. I don't know what it is about this series, but I just think 47 looks cool. How cool does he look? Right but there, okay? I think my wife said he looks like he's got man boobs, but like I think he looks cool. He looks cool as hell. I love it. He looks so dope. Yeah, but you can get like a remastered version of this as well. That's on the Xbox 360. If you're someone who was like, oh, I don't know, like PS2 games are a bit lower on the graphical. Some people care about graphics. I like graphics too, but I also love story from the older games. And this is definitely, if you just literally, right, you want to be like so cool and you're like silent, you walk into like a hotel and you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill you later, and then you can like plan out your way, what you're gonna do and everything. It's really cool. Or you can just go and like blazing guns and stuff. Very cool. Next, we are going to be Lord of the Rings. I bought this recently. I had this when it first came out, and it cost a lot of money, and I loved every minute of it. I love the Lord of the Rings movies, love the games. I read all the books, even The Hobbit. I don't know, it's so cool to like just play through the characters, because my favorite character I think is Aragorn. I really like the way he carries himself. I prefer him as a ranger rather than a king. But yeah, it's really cool. You get to like play through the actual movie. What more could you ask for? I can't really say any more on that. It's a really cool game. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know which one are we at. 1, 2, 3, 6. Number 6, apparently. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, don't you laugh, okay? Because this is an awesome game, okay? I loved this game when they were going to bring this out, because I was like, oh my god. Oh, yes. Yes. Like, that sounds so... It sounds sad, okay? But I don't find it sad. I think it's awesome, okay? It was so cool to play through all the characters. Obviously, you want to play as Spike. He's like this behind Buffy. He's chilling. Okay, but he was my favorite and stuff of all the characters. I love this. I love the TV show Angel more than I do Buffy. Buffy was cool until Angel came out, and I was like, oh, that's a really adult version of Buffy. Buffy was like for adolescents, like you're like a teenager, and like you're going through a lot of crap and a lot of angst and stuff, and then like Angel is more like, well, this is what it's like when you grow up, like when you hit your 20s and everything, and you're in the big city and you're trying to, survive. It's really cool. Oh my god, I'm giving a review on Angel. What am I doing? But no, this is a really cool game. It's it's literally like playing through an episode of Buffy. It's so crazy. It's so cool as well. They bring back a lot of like old characters as well. You can see Sid the puppet. Right there, you can see Sid the puppet. He was in an episode of season 1 of Buffy. It's cool. It's a cool game. Play it. You don't need me to explain stuff. Okay, next one. What are we on? 7 now? 7 is gonna be Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Okay, Silent Hill 2. It's really cool. See how cool. See, this is what cases looked good. Okay, this is when cases look good. They were so interesting and so unique looking. But Silent Hill. I haven't played the first one. I've played the second, the third, and the fourth. Downpour. I've played. I don't know, man. I thought I'd put it on this because with the little update or release saying that they are going to be making the new Silent Hill and rebooting the old series. I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought I'd put that on the series on the list, because it's a really, really good horror game, and I think it's going to be amazing if they remaster or reboot it for the PS5. I think that's so cool. It's so different, You don't see a lot of people bringing back the older games. Like, they are bringing back the older games, but not the older games that matter, if that makes sense. Computer just went off. But yeah, I think that's like so cool that they're doing that, and these games are really great. Number 2, I thought was really interesting. Like, the character of James, it's so crazy. And, like, as you get into the game, you're like, oh, he might not be who he thinks he is, so, or who we think he is. And I love the way it made me feel and stuff walking through. It was, like, quite creepy, and, like, the fog and everything. And, like, your footsteps, like, just a tap, 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 tap. Was creepy in itself at some way, and then like the nurses and like Pyramid Head. I mean, oh my god, it's so cool. Yeah, but I'd say definitely play that game if you've never played it before and you're like, I want to get into the horror genre. I want to play a really cool series. I'd definitely say play like Silent Hill 2. If you can get your hands on it, you should be able to. I'm pretty sure you can buy it really cheap anyway. Next one is going to be Batman Arkham Asylum. I honestly prefer Arkham City, but if you're going to start somewhere, you need to start at the beginning of a franchise. You need to start at the beginning. This game was so unique and so different. Like, I mean, how do you explain it? It was the embodiment of Batman. Absolute embodiment of Batman. It was like, yeah, this is what Batman is. You like Batman, right? This is exactly what Batman is. It's like, it's crazy. They've got the character. They've got Bruce Wayne in there as well. A lot of the other characters. You got Mark Hamill as the Joker. I mean, come on. He does such an amazing job. And yeah, it's a really cool series. And I feel like it's such a shame they couldn't do that with Superman. They can't do it because the superpowers, it takes away from what I guess a superhero game is supposed to be, I guess. I feel like playing as Batman is just so unique because he's like, he could be you. If you had billions of dollars or pounds, this could be you if you were dedicated enough and you had enough determination. And I love the game and the character. It's so crazy. The only thing I wish they would have done with these games is actually put him in, like, not Arkham City, but in New York City, in Gotham City. Like, where you can interact with people. You're on the rooftops and stuff, and you have to come down and, like, actually interact with people and save people, or like maybe you have to do it in a sneaky way or something so they don't see you, or maybe they just slightly see you like climbing up, but it's a shadow and it looks like a bat or something cool like that. It would be really awesome. Okay, honestly, I don't know what number I'm on. It could be 8. I think I might be on 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 apparently. Harry Potter. Now, there's a backstory to this. I learned to read from reading Harry Potter books. I was on a school trip and I was bored and I had a little bit of money in my pocket. I had about £8-10 because I had a Saturday job when I was really young, and I'd seen the first Harry Potter movie and fell in love with the characters and the story, and it was so, I identified with Harry Potter so much, and like it was really touching for me to have someone who went through like similar like thing that I went through. And so like it was like I had to get the book because the next movie wasn't going to come out for ages, and like I couldn't pay like £6 a time to go to the cinema. And so I thought if I had the book, I could like at least experience it again, and until the movie came out, the next one. And I read it on the school trip. I read half the book within one day. Not one day, I think it's about 2 to 3 days. But like I read a couple of chapters in the first day. And slowly, obviously, because I had never really properly been taught to read and everything. And so I struggled slightly. But book after book after book, because there already had been 5 books out, I think. So I had like, hey, I bought the first book, and then the next week, because I'd finished the book by then, I think, because I'd loved it so much, I couldn't fall asleep without reading it. And I read the books and the books and the books. And by the way, the books are way better than the movies, and the characters are way better in the books than they are in the movies. Just in case anyone wanted to know. The game, anyway. Sorry, just had to give a little backstory to why I love this game so much. I had the first game on my Game Boy Advance, it was, and I loved it so much. It was because like I'd poured everything into this Harry Potter series and everything, and like, yeah, it was like, and once these games came out, I was like, oh my god, I have a PS2. I've like not long had my PS2, couple of months, and I was like, this is out, okay, birthday money, boom. And yeah, I got the first one, then I got the second one. And they're so cool. Look, and also, at the moment, these are the games I'm going to be playing, okay, while I'm isolating myself. Harry Potter. Here's the third one. Here's the fourth one. And so I got the rest in the other room, but I could only bring a couple in here. I would definitely say play these games. They're like, they're not graphically amazing and stuff, but they're not terrible. I mean, they're still awesome games. I love them. I'd definitely play them. I got my PS2 right by here. I got my PS4 right by here. This is where I game and where I play my games. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I can't wait. I've got so many games I'm going to be playing through. It's awesome. Okay, next game, because I honestly can't remember what the number is. I've lost count. I've never played this. Futurama. This is the game I'm going to be playing. I've seen someone playing it on a stream, and I like the look of it. I didn't watch too much of it. Kind of lurked on in a stream to keep them up a view, but I watched for about 15, 20 minutes, and it looked really cool. I love Futurama. Love Futurama way more than Simpsons. Love it more than Family Guy. American Dad is cool. I really like that. It's my probably ideal Seth MacFarlane one that I would probably watch, because Family Guy's yeah. But Futurama is my favorite cartoon. I guess like adult cartoon, because I had like way better cartoons that I'd love, but that's for a different video. But like, yeah, I really want to play it. It looks so cool, and I just need to put a day aside to play it, because at the moment I'm playing different games, and so yeah, this is a definitely must. Next game is going to be Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. I really love this movie. It's my favorite Star Wars movie, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to give me hate for that. But I really don't care, because it's what I looked at, and I thought the character and the story of Anakin Skywalker as he became Darth Vader, I thought it was really interesting. Like, he did it for Padme at first, and then became more about power and his empire, and so it was really cool to watch that, the decline kind of slowly going from Jedi to Sith, I guess. Although, I mean, really, as a Jedi, he was more of a, like, darker Jedi, right? He was, like, more like a silver Jedi, if you don't know what that is. They kind of use powers from the light and the dark. They're kind of middle ground. But, like, yeah, it was... The story of the game is really cool. It's literally the movie. I mean, what more could you do? You want to be... Hey, if you love, like, the Sith and stuff, this is the closest we're going to kind of get. There are some other Star Wars games that do it, but they're, like, a lot of them are PC, some of them Xbox. But... this is really cool. This is a really, really good game. I loved it. I played The Phantom Menace on the PS1, and I kind of just went around killing everyone. And I went around to the village, and they were just going, murderer, murderer. And so, like, this is ideal for me. It was really fun. Okay, so as I was saying with the X-Files, I wanted to put a little extra X-Files. If you can't get this one, the other one, the PC game, here's the PS2 one. It's not the same game. It's a different game they came out with later. The original actors did the voiceover and everything in there. So, you still got the same thing. But, yeah, Resist and Serve. It's a really cool game. It's like, an X-Files episode. And, yeah, it's really cool. Look at the back. How cool does that look? It looks so awesome. Yes, and last, it's going to be Kingdom Hearts. I played the second one first, absolutely loved it. If anyone wants to know, my favorite character is Roxas. I don't really like Sora that much. He's fine, okay, but he's kind of whiny for me. I liked Roxas. He just seemed cool. I don't know. I like the darker side of it. It's really, that it is what it is. But this is my last one, I guess. And Dead Space. If you want to play a horror game, Dead Space, hands down, is, I think, my best horror game I've ever played. And BioShock. That's a good game as well. But these are just kind of like a couple of recommendations I would give for anyone who's... I mean, if you go on Steam, you could buy probably all these games, maybe. Or I'm pretty sure they probably got them on the PlayStation Network, definitely. A lot of them. It's like, these are like really cool games. And I feel like people who are bored and like who are kind of being in the house and they've got nothing to do, I think this would be a really cool time to just kind of take our minds off the situation that we're all in at the moment and to just relax and eat some junk food or whatever, or eat some snacks, play some games, drink some pop, and then maybe spend some time with our family and everything and all that as well. I think it's really cool. And so these are my recommendations for some really cool games that you all might like. I hope you did enjoy this video. It's just like a one take, honestly. I haven't put a script together or anything like that because it's a different type of video. But I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, leave me a comment down below saying you liked it, that if it helps you out, or if you got your own list, leave them down below because I'd love to try out some new games that I haven't played. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.